Dear God, it's been a month.
Month and a half. So, last time on the Misadventures of Group 1, the group traveled to the mountains of the Tombsar Crags. Once getting there, Kabda and Junya heading off alone, leaving Everett at the feet of the mountain, slowly making their way up. They find themselves encircled by a massive illusion. This illusion keeping secret numerous orcs, goblins, hobgoblins, and in the very center, a volcano. And in said volcano being Agni. And about 50 other random people. One of them being one known by the group, being Dante. Welcoming both of you with open arms. Happy to see both of you. While you will make your way through, Kabda speaking to Agni very personally, in a sense. Slowly learning about each other. More than they should. But making the way back, reaching Everett. Everett watching as wyverns take down hippogriffs, jotting down notes, making pictures. The group making their way back, heading back to Skullvein, and then being abducted by aliens.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah, who would have thought? Aliens.
In the end, the real enemy was the aliens.
Yeah.
I will find a way to their plane one day. That's become part of one of my goals.
You could find a way to their plane
Bob.
pretty easy, but surviving their plane is going to be the hard one.
I'm beginning to believe that Rin follows the rule of different planes equals different planets.
I'm a fan of Magic the Gathering. So, there's things called planeswalkers that are just people that just walk around, going to different worlds.
They're just 20th level wizards who can cast Gate.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Or they find this one thing called the Will of the Worlds. They're just like, alright, I'm gonna hop around, have some fun. Things like that. Or you could just be inborn with it, like Suri from The Witcher.
You know, this is making me want to vote for Trump so you can export all these aliens.
I know, right?
Oof.
I'm
But,
sorry.
As you all were,
You're not even in America.
Yeah, I know. Right? Gonna vote for Bernie Sanders. Bernie is the best.
I don't even.
Kanye 2020.
No.
Yes.
Do you guys want your national anthem to be rewritten?
No, it should be Power. That's what. No, he didn't do. No, that was no. Kanye did Power. So yeah, should be Power. I can't remember all these names and like songs. God, I just know metal music. But while you were abducted, you all witnessed as a lot of people were put to the creature. A lot of dying. A lot of people surviving. As you all ended up fighting a very large blue creature that proved itself very dangerous as it took the lives of 2 members instantly.
Did we find the name of it?
Up a here.
God.
It wasn't there, but it was Bahir.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna kill you.
God damn it. As and Everett would have told you all, because Everett I think rolled the highest thing for it.
Yeah, you actually mentioned that I didn't know what that was
Okay, so someone knew.
when I rolled for it.
someone new. I'm scrolling.
It was Everett that rolled really high. If you told him he doesn't know.
As I'm looking at Group 2 stuff. Never mind. Group 3s.
I think Everett rolled like a 20 on identifying it.
Yeah, you figured out the name, but you don't know what it was used for. So yeah, it's about here. Congrats. You don't know what they were made or here for, but they exist. You know that much. They're rare.
Rin,
Very rare.
Rin.
What?
I think you made a mistake. You made a mistake.
Did
You
I?
don't know what they were. You don't know what they were be here for.
Fuck you. Alright,
You owe us
Junior.
you owe me these puns for the shit you put us through.
Where's my dice? Junior takes 18,000 necrotic damage from just terrible puns. God. But you all fought this creature. 2 people dying, that being Everett and this new guy that just stuck around.
What new guy?
I know, right? Like, once defeating it, the alien, or one of the aliens, walked down, got your names. Some of you vowed to come back and kill it. He left. And
Wait. The alien actually stuck true to his word. Kevda? Did you remember what the alien said?
What thing, the alien?
It promised to kill Grimm's character if they survived.
oh, you don't actually. I can make that a thing. While you all were, once you all defeated it, resurrecting Everett with questionable methods, Grimm being able to just bring themselves back with the assistance of Junia, I think. No, it was Token's character.
Token nearly died.
Token did almost die because they got nommed on. And
Yeah,
Everett,
but I managed to make him hork.
yeah, Everett saved Token's character from literal near death. Like, if you didn't do that, Token would have died in the stomach, and then, well, then they'd just be dead. But that's what you get for running up and fighting a boss creature all by yourself. Yeah. But while you all were taken back down, you all dropped off again, maybe a few miles from Skullvein. But you do not see the person that you really didn't get the name of. Elven in nature. But they are gone. As come to consciousness, and then Everett touches stuff, and then Everett gains a cube, gets your Rubik's cube. Then you head to Skullvein. Once you get there, you find out it's been a month and a half since you were there last, really questioning your 5-hour trip to God knows where. And that's where we left off. Long-winded, but
Are we gonna end up like the crazy people that are like the alien conspiracy theorists?
hell yeah.
I was gone for a month. You don't understand.
They probed us. They probed us.
Alright, well, I want to be real honest with you guys. During the whole abduction of fighting a poison monster, I kind of forgot what we were going to do next.
I guess if we don't have a next goal, we might as well just take a job or something. Keep ourselves busy.
Make some money.
Well, you know that I'm never down for I'm never not down for doing a job and making money. So I think it's a good idea. Should we check in like the nearest Hunters Guild or something? Adventurers Guild.
No, it seems like a good idea.
I've never been a big guild guy, so I'm not really sure which one we would choose, but I'll follow you.
So you all plan to go to which guild?
You which one? I don't know.
Let's say Adventurers Guild.
Adventurers Guild.
I think we've had enough of hunting certain people down.
Yeah.
Adventures.
See, but you know, whenever it comes to the Hunters Guild and taking on people contracts, it's legal. You actually get
Okay,
like writs of passage for the law. Like, hey, I'm actually doing this for the law. Like, good to know.
So, what would you guys prefer? Would you guys prefer hunting monsters, which is I think the Adventurers Guild's specialization, or hunting people which we are contracted and legally allowed to kill?
Honestly, I'm down for either. What do you think, Everett?
I feel pretty neutral about it. Monsters might be easier, but it depends on the contract.
Yeah, unless it's one of those things that almost killed us. That killed you. That wouldn't be so easy.
Yeah, let's just go for the Hunters Guild. Let's just go for the Hunters Guild.
Works for me.
Sure.
But it might be an easy way to find some good things on them to sell as well, or keep for ourselves. Monsters don't tend to have a lot of good equipment.
Alright. As you all make your way to the Hunters Guild, since this being a fairly large city, you'll find a very large chapter hall. Entering inside, it is boisterous and loud, as a multitude of races, mainly dragonborn, eat, drank. That's what you see most of them doing here, as they keep on drinking. Some actually doing things.
Given this, would I know anybody? Since they're Dragonborn as well.
Mercenary companies. I would say you could probably recognize a few people, being from not a rival mercenary group, but you were always at each other's necks. The Shattered Maw mercenary company. You see a lot of them drinking here.
I'll kind of like wink at them as we go by.
Some of them catch your gaze and they nod at you. Some of them knowing what's happened to you. As you all do what you do.
Oh, and you guys would notice if Jesus. You know, I'm about to just turn my phone off. I'm not answering that. You guys notice that if Junia is leading you through the city, it's abnormally quick and comfortable.
Hey, you been here before?
Oh, no. This is hard to explain in voice, but you'll notice that she kind of takes not the main routes. She kind of sticks to the just alternating between normal pathways and alleyways. Just to not go through the larger groups of people to save time.
Sneaky. So, what do we do next? I forget. It's been a long time since we did this before.
Well, we just get a contract from the Hunters Guild, and hopefully it's not something too dangerous. And since it seems you've been here before, would you like to speak to them?
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
Alright. As you approach a desk, having a male dragonborn, very frail for dragonborn, golden scales, as he writes down in a book and looks up to you and like, oh, hello. How can I assist you?
Well, I'm just here with some of my buddies. We are here to pick up a job.
Job. Are you official members of the Hunters Guild?
She is.
Looks over at Junior. Could I see identification?
I'll hand over my my Hunters Guild solo rank badge and the group badge they have for us. The solo rank is Wolf, and the group rank is just a beginner Fang.
And then looks at it. Okay, and your name?
Junior.
Junior. Last name?
Gray.
As he flips through a fairly large, like, thick book. This book being about, I think, maybe about a foot thick. As he just, like, poof, flipping through. Julia. Okay. So it seems that you prioritize in headhunting. Are you looking to do that?
Well,
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll let you go.
no, I'm more or less up for what the group's up for, not for my own personal preference.
Oh, okay. Oh, then.
Whatever, it's down for anything, but honestly, whatever will get the most money, as long as it doesn't bring us into the Uglan Empire.
Understandable these days. A lot has
I'm
been
allergic to the
happening.
pollen there.
I'm allergic to the war there.
That's actually what I mean.
Oh. Well then. I don't blame you. I've fairly recently, not a lot I've heard, but I've been getting word from the Hunters Guild in Sirius. A massive battle near Sirius has taken place. No ground was taken. It was just a show of force, it seems. The entire force of the Uglan Empire was wiped out. Well, that army, at least. It was
Their whole army?
one of their armies. They have many.
By who?
It's unknown. A nice section of the Astrago army was there, but not a massive amount of force. They were bolstered by what rumors say. Complete poppycock, I say. But giants. Legitimate giants assisting them.
Interesting.
Orcs, goblins, things like that. But Astrago's never sided with those things before, so
Would you say hobgoblins?
maybe, possibly, with the ability of just wiping out an entire army, possibly. But, well, hobgoblins haven't been seen in a few years. Goblins, same thing, so they could have been mounting a small force to assist, or staying hidden. But it was, from what I hear, just a massacre. I think only maybe 100 Uglan soldiers survived as they were running for their lives. Out of their entire force of a few thousand.
What's the general opinion of the Uglan Empire?
Are you asking him this?
Yeah.
It depends on what you're asking. Here, not the best. They're not good in most people's eyes. I see the understanding in their rule, but not a lot of people like them, especially here in Astrago in the Conclave.
Understandable considering how they treated us.
If they treated you bad, then you'll probably get along with a lot of people here.
That's good.
So, getting exiled or banished from their lands is a badge of pride here.
Well, yes, actually, yes.
No good. I was worried we'd be outcast or something.
No. The hate of the Oakland Empire runs a little bit too deep to kick you out completely.
I guess when we go to a local inn, we might actually have access to the special menu.
Maybe.
I hope so.
But just also tell me what contracts you are interested in too, so I can get that working on. So I can find a proper amount that you would do.
We'll do headhunting. Preferably, if there's something mystical or interesting or unknown. Our buddy here likes to take notes on stuff, so
Okay,
anything with some sort of arcane knowledge-y stuff.
Mages. Not in the Uglan Empire, yes?
Yeah, mages, not Uglan Empire.
So I'm guessing you don't want to get intertwined with the war?
If it involves fighting the Uglan Empire, that's probably okay. But if it involves going in there and just doing stuff, they don't like us very much.
Okay. So we do have some war contracts out. The country places them out every once in a while. Sometimes it's for getting rid of troublesome nobles, getting rid of higher ranking officers, things like that, if that's what is interesting you.
Do we have any qualms against that, guys?
No.
No, sounds fine.
The last time we had some people who were not very happy about that, but I'm sure we won't have that issue this time.
Alright. Then I will start working on some mystical contracts. You all can take a seat, drink, sit around, do whatever you want while I get these things set up. And he just points you over to a table while he starts setting up some contracts to lay out for you all.
Is there a Mages Guild in Skalvane?
There is a Mages Guild in Skalvane. Any capital, you'll find a Mages Guild.
Okay.
Oh, it's a capital.
I plan to head over there and see if I can learn their sigil sequence.
Alright.
We can't see the symbol because our fat tank is covering it.
Oh.
It's not fat, it's thick. Jeez.
What kind of tank is it?
It's a Panzer.
Square.
Oh. Cool.
You got a Panzer, you got an Apache helicopter, and you got that tank, which I don't remember what it is. I can't remember what group 2
Let me
is.
get that Italian one that looks like a porta potty.
Yep.
Which one?
I don't remember. I'll have to wait till my World War II brother wakes up. He knows all the stuff.
No, which one looks like a porta potty?
That's what I'm saying. I have to wait till he wakes up so I can ask him.
Oh, it's not one on the map.
It's like a super box one. That's what I was saying. You should switch it out for that one.
Is it the
Or just make it a porta potty,
the super
What if-
box? Is it the German one from World War One?
No, there's this one Italian one from World War II that was just like really bad.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
what if-
I'll ask him later.
Italian.
What if I send you the Burning Blade from Dark Souls, the one I use for my map? So it could be special snowflakes.
No. You get tanks. You special because you got German made. It's nifty.
Power of German
Preci-
engineering.
Precision German engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Germans know what they do.
Deutsches Fahrzeug sind die besten.
What you said. Yeah.
I said what he just said,
Oh, okay.
but in German.
I believe you because there is no proof against it. Because I just don't know.
I could have said no. You'll never know.
Yeah.
Except maybe Penn, because his language is similar to German.
Say it again. No, the thing you said.
Oh, I said Deutsches Fahrzeug sind die besten.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so that's how you'll know if I'm calling you a hoe or not, because Penn will be like, hey, she said hoe.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
That's good to know. Okay.
But do all of you go to the Mages Guild while he sets up contracts, or Everett?
Yeah, well, we just check in afterward. We'll go to the Mages Guild. We'll come right back.
All right. So as you all head out, you go to the Mages Guild. It seems to be whenever you do end up getting there, it's small compared to most Mages Guild chapters, especially in a capital city. But entering inside, they welcome you. A human man sitting at the front desk, looking at all of you. How can I assist?
Hello there, sir. I'm an evoker from. Which city would be my home Mages Guild? Would I be from the capital more or from Ceros more?
Sirius. That's where you were
Okay.
mainly trained. So.
Okay. Let's say I'm an evoker with the Mages Guild, and I wanted to learn the sigil sequence for this location. If you happen to have a teleportation circle.
Oh, we do. He taps. Let me find the book. It does cost a little bit, but as he flips through a small book, for the 100 gold pieces, just to learn, and then you're set. We'll be able to learn both Astrago summoning circles, teleportation circles.
I don't have that much at the moment. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to come back after we finish this next job.
All right. Now, I am sorry. They make us do this. We have to have a steady income somehow.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
spacing out.
completely understandable.
How much is it?
100 gold.
It's like 100 just to learn the circle.
Oh, I have 100 gold here. I'll just give it to you, and I'll hand him over 100 gold.
Oh, okay. What?
Oh, are you sure?
I have a lot of money.
Okay.
He pulls out 2 pieces of paper, and you learn the circle for Skullvein and Hosland.
No, it'll actually be 10 platinum, I think, because I don't have it in gold.
Okay. Either
Yeah.
way, you'll gladly take it.
Yeah, money's money. Okay.
So, you gain both capital cities of Astrago.
Hey, nice.
Noise.
What was the other name? Skullvein and where?
Hosland. HOS.
There are 2 capitals of Astrago?
Yep.
Well,
It's that.
Remember, because there's like East and West Astrago.
I didn't know that.
It's massive.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that now. Okay.
So, Kavda,
Mhm.
add 5 platinum coins back to your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna roll perception, you cheeky bastard.
I accidentally gave myself 1100 platinum. Oops.
No, remember, and it's against passive, and you saw what I rolled, so good luck.
Alright, you see his passive's 98.
For
You can
anyone
see
interested,
the pores on your skin expanding and
Yeah.
the neurons
Jesus.
firing in your brain.
for anyone's convenience, I rolled a 29 on sleight of hand
Oh heck.
to give Kevda half the money back that they gave to Everett. Out of my pocket, of course.
Oh. I thought you were
Oh, no,
stealing
no,
from
no,
the
no,
other
no, no.
guy.
Hell no.
Alright, yeah, you gotta send me a message telling me that. Like, you steal from this guy? Alright. Shit.
If I'm stealing for NPCs, I'll tell you.
Okay. I was like, alright.
I should hope.
Hell, with that
All
sleight
right.
of hand, I could have, without him even knowing, fed him the knockout powder.
You true. Damn, you true. You
But yeah,
lying.
now just with the materials that I would need, we can teleport all over the world.
What materials do
So
you
I
need?
have a question: is if you teleport us, is there a guarantee that like all our body parts are gonna come out the other side?
Yes, the spell's very reliable. The Mages Guild uses it all the time, but it's a little expensive after a while.
Oh, well, okay, I trust you.
It's about 50 gold to cast it.
Yeah, that's pretty expensive.
But it is the best out there, except for normal teleportation. This being the guy selling you this. But also, whenever Everett, since you are level 9, you know that you can actually take, you know that you can take the an exam now. Once you hit a certain level of experience that you know you have, you can take a exam that will increase your rank in the Mages Guild. That is also possible.
Do I know how long that would take?
Not too long. It normally takes a few hours to a day. Depends on how quickly you take it and how good you do.
It's like the SAT
I'll
for
probably take it
wizards.
next time.
Alright.
I give myself a little more time to settle into these new 5th level spells.
Alright. So, as you gain these, I'm guessing you all head back towards the Hunters Guild.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
I'll see you back.
I take all of my money back from. No, I'm kidding.
All your money. Alright, as you all get back to the Hunters Guild, you find the person still working. It's like, oh, you all are back. Okay. And he places 3 contracts in front of you all. So, you said you wanted to hunt mages, yes?
I'm down. Yeah.
Okay. So, there are a few things. There is a city in the Uglan Empire right now that is in dire straits still due to a massive bank robbery that happened.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Yes. It destroyed their economy. Think, the entire town losing 1/3 of their entire budget.
That's pretty bad.
So they are still
Damn.
in bad straits. Ferris being one of them. This isn't really a mage contract, but the armies would very much like the distraction to go there and rob another one of their banks. Due to,
Oh.
with the current distraction near Sirius, they would have moved a nice hefty amount of forces back towards there, leaving a few, of course, but it's a good time to maybe rob another bank.
Well,
Then
yeah, just tell me what I need to do.
we do have the other two, which is also these are hit contracts. Whenever it comes down to it, you will be killing a few notable mages. Not Archmage status, but fairly close Master Wizard.
Archmage would be kind of a bit.
Yeah, a little hard to do, but
Yeah.
but both of those contracts consider Master Wizards. And Everett, you being a Mages Guild person, you know Master Wizards are actually they're pretty rough. Like they've been in school for a while and they know a lot. And pretty rough. I'll just say it's pretty rough. But if do you want more information on these two, or the bank?
Yeah, let's get some info on our targets here.
All right. As he rubs his hands together. One currently is in Kepis, or Kebis, sorry. Slowly hankering down there, making sure the defenses there are safe for the time being. And the other one being in Tolly.
Good old Tolly.
Yes, they are currently visiting the Archmage of War Magic in Tolly right now.
And I know this goes without saying, buddy, and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and I'll be like, but you know, because we will be killed if we're caught in the Uglan Empire, we do expect kind of a fair compensation.
Oh, yes. Any war contract
Perfect.
considers heavy payment, and especially taking out the massive players in the magical armada, in a sense.
Good man.
I have a question.
No, take my hand
Question,
back.
though. Why is the Hunters Guild giving robbing quests?
Well, they're war contracts, so everyone gets them. It's just what the country wants us to do. It's the price to pay if we are in their borders. So it's more or less, hey, they ask us, can you take these contracts? You know, we'll say yes, because we don't want to get kicked out.
No, so the contract to steal from them, the quote-unquote bad people in this case, that it's not a contract to bring the gold to them, it's just to take it away from Uglan.
Well, they will want a small portion of it, so I think it's 25% is what the Empire wants, but that comes with information on the bank and also assistance. They'll be hiring an expert to travel with you if needed. If not, it'll be 20%. If you do not want an expert to travel with you.
I'm back. Sorry, my girlfriend was just heading out for work.
You are okay.
I'll go back.
You kids and your girlfriends.
I mean, I'm fine with that contract. If the rest of you are.
Yeah, I got no issues with that. Can you tell us a little bit about the Tolly guy?
No, what'd you say? Sorry.
Saying
Can you tell us a little bit
my
more about the
nose
Tolly
buried in a
contract?
book.
Okay, here, Rin.
I mean, just like
decipher.
his name and stuff.
So,
Like,
Kavda told them about the Tully contract, and Everett was talking about their girlfriend in real life.
okay.
Hmm?
News buried in a book telling alright. So, Everett. What contracts this person's been telling you, they all take place in the Uglan Empire, one being in the town of Ferris, which is in very dire straits due to a bank robbery. They want to rob another bank in Ferris so they could really just put a hurt on that town. There is a hit contract for a master wizard, rank mage, in Kebis and in Tali. For the information for the wizard in Tali, as said, they are currently visiting the Archmage of War Magic in Tali, looking over some battle strategies, which is known. It is unknown where they are staying. That'll be something that you'll need to find out. But it is known that they are there. They have people watching the gates. It is.
Well, I wouldn't mind killing Ugalan Empire guys, and wouldn't mind killing sketchy mages. So, you guys down?
How is this mage visitor guy, like our hit target, connected to the Mages Guild? Is he?
He is. But
So, will that be a problem for you?
Is he part of the guild, or?
he is.
Me personally, no, but I don't know if that'll have any effect on my standing with the guild.
Yeah, maybe you want to go. Maybe we should take another job then. That could put you in some trouble, huh?
I definitely have some useful abilities that we could do for the I have some useful spells that we could use on the bank job.
I'm cool with that one too. Sounds pretty
I mean-
exciting. I'm not very stealthy though, so we may want to invest in some things to make us more surreptitious.
I mean, we could just accept other hunting contracts.
That as well, yeah.
Yes, but
What
war
other,
contracts have been
contracts you
proven to
got?
pay more. Whenever it comes to other hunting contracts, we have a few headhunting contracts, to where you will be hunting some wanted criminals. They won't pay as much, I can tell you that, but they are useful if you want to get back at some evil people. Well, evil in a sense. Then we have creature contracts. That is also possibilities, depending on where you want to hunt.
No, do you guys want to do creatures or head hunting? We take the expensive one, but we don't want to get our pal here in trouble. And I'll kind of clap Everett on the back a little more enthusiastically than I expect.
Yeah. I'd say let's do the one that pays the most, but isn't related to killing a mage. Well,
Yeah.
a mage connected to the Mage Guild, anyway.
Well, the pays war contract or not war contract.
No
If it could
preference.
be- Yeah, if it could be a war contract that isn't connected to killing a Mage Guild member, then maybe, yeah.
Then the bank. The bank would be that, but you'll
Okay,
be
but-
deep in the Oglan Empire.
Okay, anything other than that? Because
Oh, there is
going
the
back,
most paying contract right now that is outside of war contracts. There is a serial killer out. Where was the town? As he pulls out a small book and flips through, killing a good portion of the people in what was it? Mad Harbor. Yes.
We've been to Mad Harbor before.
Yes, there is a very large amount of people dying there.
I'm sure we'll have no qualms with taking down someone like that.
Nope, none at all.
So, this being from the Ethar country, we do get contracts from everyone, that being the highest. So traveling there might be a problem. Unless, well, he points to your friend. He looks magic, so maybe he can get you there quicker.
I do know the Elder spell, teleportation circle sequence, but it would just cost us 50 gold to get there.
Look, well,
No problem.
we can give you a. He taps his fingers together. He looks around. Okay. So we do have teleportation circles here in the Hunters Guild. If you accept this contract, I can get you close.
Well, that sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah, sounds good, and I can get us back very easily too, so long as we can get some materials.
Let's get the materials before we leave, though. Never know what might happen.
Yep, good plan.
You're a smart fella. I think you'll be very useful.
Right? And I'll get the contract in order. As he moves along, starts writing up something. And you all head off back to the Mages Guild.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
If that's the primary place to pick up those materials,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there's I don't know if they sell them at regular shops or anything like that.
They do, but Mages Guild is always the most reliable.
Yeah, we're gonna need about 50 gold of rare inks and chalks infused with gems.
That's kind of unusual.
But it can teleport us halfway across the world in a moment.
Yeah. As you all get there, like, same person, human, just like sitting there, like, oh hello, pleasure again. What brings you all back?
We needed to pick up enough materials to cast teleportation circle once.
Oh, all right. He like 1 second while I go grab that. As he leaves the desk and comes back in about 3 minutes. Just like a slight jog. It's like, all right. So here you go, and that will be 50 gold pieces.
I'll just point to the walking bank that is the Dragonborn.
Oh, I'll give the 5 platinum coins this time.
Oh, okay. I guess Junia is gonna take that.
All right. Well, my pleasure doing business with you all again.
Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure.
So you all head back. The other person.
So long as the contract pays more than 50 gold, I'll call that a profit.
Oh, it does. As you all get back.
Sure hope so.
Yeah, no, it pays 51 gold.
We can buy a goat.
Not wrong. You can buy a goat if you all really wanted to.
True facts.
Goat herders. Just become goat herders. Retire the game as goat herders.
None of you were there for that movie. Oh my god. And if any of you guys watched The Witch?
The what?
With The Witch?
No.
No.
Black Phillip?
Oh. Okay. I know Black Phillip. I know that. I know
Black
that.
Phillip.
I like Black Phillip. He could be.
Is he black?
He's a demon.
For Captain, for your
Huh.
convenience. Throughout the movie, there's twins playing with a black goat that they call Black Phillip, and are constantly saying that Black Phillip's talking to them. Everyone thinks they're talking shit throughout the entire movie. And then Black Phillip, the black goat, ends up being the fucking devil.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, devils are often using goat symbolism. Should have saw it coming.
Shit, I never back.
Have you ever watched Berserk? Come on, jeez. Goats, man.
Factually, I have. I'm actively reading through the manga.
Ah. I've read the manga. I've been watching the 2016 version of the anime. It's not that bad. People say it was terrible. It's not that bad. I like it.
It's not that bad. But yeah, I guess we're just prepping to go on that headhunting contract then.
Alright. Downside, this whenever my everything doesn't want to work, so I can't look up the monster. Being a commoner, it's just a commoner. Or is it?
Dun dun dun.
Is it?
Zooms in on his face.
Could it be?
Satan?
Yes, it's
I'm back.
Satan.
I didn't even realize you'd stepped away. I was wondering why we were just like silently waiting. Making Satan jokes.
Oh, I'm waiting for Ren to finally read his DMs.
Oh shit. Well, I can't see a lot because I have things put up. Jesus fucking Christ.
Rip inbox.
What? Fuck. Can't remember this. There.
Thank you.
You get my favorite Abyssal Gaze. Best name ever. I gotta go back to looking at this. Alright, so you have everything needed as you head back to the Hunters Guild. The older Dragonborn hands you all a paper. I will need all of you to sign that.
Oh. Yeah, contracts.
It's contract.
I'll read it carefully and then I will sign it.
Alright. It just details you are hunting down a serial killer in Mad Harbor, the payment being alive 5,000 and the dead 3,000.
So we gotta be careful.
Do you have any blunt arrows for me?
We do have blunted arrows, yes.
Same, like they're the same effectiveness as the normal variant. They're just
Yeah, they
no
do
piercing.
Well-
non-lethal. Yeah.
There's something that the archers in my company would use. They could put stuff that would paralyze you on their arrows.
I could also freeze in place, and I can also stabilize injured people pretty well.
I can hit them really
no
hard
matter-
in the head, and their eyes will roll back, and then they'll just go unconscious for.
Perfect. Got some rope.
You know I got rope.
You know I got that rope.
Maybe no.
What the hell are we devolving into?
Do not question it.
Yeah. If I can, I'll take at least 40 blunt arrows.
Alright. Same price. As
So-
normal arrows.
2 gold.
How much are normal arrows again? The gold?
It's like one gold for like 20 or 30 or something.
Yeah, so guess what? 2 gold. While I'm trying to hunt down.
That's good to know. Since I hit 9th level, I can recover my 5th level spell slot on a short rest.
Helpful.
Because I've only got one of those.
There it is.
Just saying, I'll be very effective at hunting one person every day. Once a day.
Just a single person. Just only this
Yeah,
one
just-
person.
A single person that I can pick. And if they're a humanoid, then especially so.
So I've got this new spell that's essentially an impenetrable dome, and I was thinking of just putting him in there with Capta.
After what happened with the other paladin guy, I don't think we ever want to lock any one of us alone in any place with any person.
The paladin guy?
Yeah, Far Fury.
I don't know.
What? What happened? Sorry,
Uh,
I was reading.
Junia said, after what happened with Far Fury, I don't think we ever want to lock a single party member into a place with an enemy.
I'm mostly concerned about him slipping away once we find him.
Yeah, you can do
Hmm.
that with like all of us inside there, or me and Cabda. Just
Okay.
not just because we have the numbers. Use that.
Oh, you were thinking I'd go inside with him
sense.
and then like just beat the shit out of him.
That's what I was thinking, basically.
I see.
I'm good with bows, and I can shoot in melee as well.
Gotcha.
So sounds like a plan.
Yeah, so tight spaces doesn't bother me. But yeah, shall we be on our way then? Unless anyone still has anything to do.
I think we're good.
I'm pretty much ready to go.
Alright. So, as you all make your way, simply just getting to him, signing of a contract, and alright, follow me and I can get you to Ravenmount. Much
Yay.
closer. So, do you all bring your horses with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me roll a d20.
Remember when we thought we'd be gone for a week tops, and then we were gone for a month, and we had to play for a bunch of horse watching money? That was
We probably need to apologize to the horses as well.
Your horses.
Part of the reason I don't
remember-
have a horse.
Like, and like the
No,
horses remember and forgive.
we used to have a big party, and so it was kind of more prudent to travel with these horses in a cart. But as of late, who knows?
I mean, we can get an additional horse that each of us can ride with.
You could.
Yeah, well, that would be a good idea.
Well, I mean, considering how light Junia is, Junia and Kappa can ride on one, Everett can ride on the other one.
I was thinking the two lighter people on one and the heavy person on one, but either way works. Just ever thinking about this like scientifically.
That is more practical. I will think about it. Yeah, we'll think about it later.
Alright. So. One second, my friends, as I create something. Alright. Boop. Hopefully that doesn't show up there. Fuck it did. Okay.
What's
So-
happening?
Don't worry about it. As as you all enter this small room, on bringing your horses with you, Dragonborn not suspecting this, like, okay, now let's get you all going. As he pulls out a small sigil and places it in a small socket. Now, you might feel a little uncomfortable after the teleportation, and good luck. As a
Well,
bright,
what do you mean by uncomfortable?
as a bright
Excuse me.
flash,
Excuse me, sir.
happens. Sir, as you're teleported, he doesn't stop. As you all are slammed into a smaller room. 1 second, I got a call.
I just imagine a captain walking up, lifting up like a hand, like the one finger pointing up, like, wait, you were uncomfortable? I wasn't informed about that, and then just gone.
Sir, I want to know what you're talking.
As the bright flash subsides, you all feel normal. Just a little weird due to you've all never really teleported with horses before. Surprisingly strange. But everything's normal. Your horses are there. They are normal. But you're very cramped in this small little room.
I was not given information about this discomfort.
It should fade in. I'm just gonna say how long it should fade in.
Maybe
Ever.
a minute.
It should fade in, just a minute or so.
Juno just looked towards Cabda. What's it with mages and not really telling anyone about the fine print?
I don't know. This is why magic's weird, in my opinion. All these secrets.
It's not secrets, it's just, well, teleportation. It's like picking up your molecules, breaking them apart, and putting them back together again.
That ain't right.
Well, you're playing with Play-Doh, more or less. But,
Beats 3 months of traveling.
yeah, you're not wrong. 'Cause that's, yeah, actually, yeah, that's how long it would have took.
If not more.
Yeah, depending on what would have happened.
If aliens kidnapped us.
Yeah, aliens kidnap you. There's currently a war on the sea. Because Conclave and Oglon being at their necks now. On official war, along with the Strago and the Oglon Empire.
I feel like Boone's just been waiting for this to happen.
Oh, hell yeah. It's been years. It's like, finally, I can do things. That's not
Honestly, he's been doing that whatever the hell he wanted this entire time.
Yeah.
Now it's just legal to do it.
Yep. See, it's slightly more fun whenever it's legal for him. Because he's tired of doing illegal things. It's like, I could finally kill these people? Legally? Oh. Oh.
Is that exactly what he said?
More or less, yeah.
He made the sound as well. God damn it, Boone.
As he sinks an entire ship. Just like, ah. Fun.
I'm just imagining that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where it just eats the entire ship and then just, oh!
Yeah.
No one it burps afterward.
That's the best pirate I've ever seen.
Yeah, Boone's the best pirate.
Oh,
what
without
did
a
we
doubt,
see?
the worst pirate I've ever seen.
The funny
But
part
you
is-
have heard of me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was heard of, huh?
You all do know also in this slide teleportation. You remember? You all remember that giant ass ship? He said it would be done in about 2 weeks, and it should be topside in a month. It's been a while. You all suspect now that it's actually out on the open ocean
Oh,
Dope.
yeah, huh?
as a knife falls. Don't play with knives. But as you all finally do start exiting this room, a few people stare as everyone brings out horses. Like, no one suspecting that. Maybe a few people, but not horses. But no one stops you.
Don't let them get to you, Ginger.
As you make your way outside the place and to the familiar place of Ravenmount, you can see the massive cathedral in the center of town. And also, something. Being fairly close to the blacksmith. Junia, you'll remember this person more than anyone else. You see that there is a lot of guards there. Like, I mean, a massive amount of guards.
Okay, say that again. Sorry, I was distracted by my family.
You remember the blacksmith.
Yes.
He wasn't bad to you. He was surprisingly good for being a prisoner blacksmith. Now you can see that there are a lot of guards at the forge, just keeping circles around it, looking, searching, things like that.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. But nothing else has changed.
Okay. I'm being told to close the gate, so you can describe for the other people while I'm gone.
Alright. So, for Everett, you have never been to Ravenmount. Think as this place, it's dark almost all the time, so cloudy. It rains often. But the most prominent feature is the massive cathedral to the Raven Queen. In the center of
So
town.
it's London,
It's London. Yes, it's Victorian London.
like Gothic London.
Yeah.
And out of character, I know a lot about the Raven Queen because my Tiefling Revenant is a cleric of the Raven Queen.
I'm back. Yeah, you'll see Junia with her hood up where it normally is down the whole time. She's quite visibly uncomfortable here. Sorry if I interrupted.
No, you're good. So, what do you all do?
Oh, so we're going to Mad Harbor, but we took the circle to Ravenmount.
Yes,
Yes.
that is the closest one they had.
Gotcha.
Free circle teleportation is free.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got you. Okay. So I guess we've got to start heading north then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Looks to me about 5 days, I think, on the road. 6 maybe.
$13.
Sounds sensible.
13, because each hex is a
13.
day on horseback.
Okay.
And
Really, Phantom Steed can get 10 miles an hour, so that'd be 3 hours a hex.
3 miles an hour.
No, 10 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Could. So just leave everyone in the dust. I'm like, all right, I gotta.
Oh, I don't have Phantom Steed yet, but I'm considering it if we're going to be riding horses.
Get everyone a ring of Phantom Steed, and it'll cost a lot, but damn, you'll be going fast.
For like 1 hour, because the duration's only an hour.
Yeah. As you all make your way in, going through the town, you will be passing the blacksmith, as you will see as the forge has been busted open. You remember how it was just a massive orb-like building of stone and wood. It seems to have been blown open, and a massive amount of guards have settled inside of the forge now since you're getting closer, and a good portion outside, as it seems like the blacksmith has magicked himself away.
Wonder what happened there.
I'm curious, but not curious enough to actually get myself in trouble for asking.
Well, I'm sure you could just say, "Hey, what happened here?"
I was about to say, I'm definitely going to be interested and ask what's going on. It's like, what happened here?
As one of the guards turn, well, our blacksmith, I've never seen you before, so I can tell you. Our blacksmith was a fugitive, a very bad man. We kept him here under lock and key, so he could do what he liked doing, which is working on the forge, and still serve good, in a sense. It seems that he has decided he is tired of us, and he is broken free somehow. I have no clue how, though. We've only gave him metal and no gunpowder. So, this is, well, a boggling situation.
Where did he initially come from?
Like things. Celeste was normally from the Oglon Empire. But he moved here. Well, not moved here. He got to Ethar and decided killing people was what he liked doing. So he did that.
No, we're actually assigned to go stop this serial killer in Mad Harbor. Is it possible that he could be the serial killer?
Very possible. It fits his personality. He wasn't the best person, so it makes sense that he would be doing back what he did before.
Would you mind if I took a look around here?
Go on. No, we haven't found anything. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Ooh, yay.
I'll help. Oh, no one
I'll
leave me?
watch.
Alright. You find a few things. While searching, especially where the hole is, gunpowder residue. A lot of gunpowder residue. It seems somehow he was able to get a few kegs of gunpowder in, just to blow open this wall to make his escape.
So it was definitely blown from the inside.
Yes. So, picking up, you figure out there's only one way to get things in, which is a heavy iron door with about 5 locks on it, or a small grate, which allows for placement of blades to be repaired. Like, it's maybe 3 foot wide and maybe about half a foot tall, so you can place things inside. So you can actually, he can hand you things and you can hand him things. So people.
So I
can
know you said grape, but at first I thought you said a small grape.
Yes, a small grape. Uh,
For a moment, I was thinking like a quenching thing, like a grate overneath like a quenching bin,
kind of.
and then I realized like hand him through, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's simple enough to where like he can escape through it, but he could get things from it. You would suspect that's probably where they fed him through to. But while searching, a lot of the equipment was damaged. A lot of armor, weapons during the explosion. But with your natural 20, you could find in his chambers where gold, jewelry, things like that could have been kept empty. You find a loose floorboard. The floor being wooden, and being able to pop that open, you find some things. A small book. And what languages do you know? Alright, in a language you do not know.
Can I recognize which language it is?
Roll intelligence. Just base intelligence. No. You're not 100%.
I'm just kind of. I'm wondering if this would be an inside thing. Yeah.
But you do find a place where a sword could have been kept, also, along with a place where armor could have been kept, also. But both of those are missing. Like a specially made compartment for armor and a sword.
Interesting.
Well, he was a blacksmith.
Which means he wouldn't need to hide that away.
Unless he's not allowed to keep his stuff.
Yeah, unless it was for himself.
Are there any signs of like a fight or a struggle?
No, far from it. Just simple besides the carnage from the explosion. Everything seems neat, tidy. And his bedroom being in a different part of the forge, but some debris has reached his room.
I can't see how he might have gotten gunpowder in here. It's very strange.
Yeah, I wonder what happened here.
I mean, usually if someone can't get something themselves, then someone else must have given it to them.
Yeah. Well, if you can't have his, that means there's someone on the inside. Or the outside.
In this case, the outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
An accomplice.
Yeah, an accomplice. Well, I mean, we could talk to the guards, see who would maybe have some gunpowder in their hands. Not literally, like, who could be able to get it.
They likely have the main rest of the investigation well in hand, but I'll let them know about the compartment we found.
Alright. Do you let them know about the book?
Oh yeah, what does the book have? Or the book? a language. I'll show it to the others and see if they know those the languages in it.
Alright, what languages do you all know?
I know Primordial and Draconic.
Alright, so no, you all do not know the language either. If you want, you can
Okay.
make intelligence checks to see if you know what it might be.
Okay.
Like, because there's definitely a gap
Oh.
between recognizing a language and reading a language. Because, like, I can recognize if I'm looking at Japanese.
Yeah.
I can't read it, but I know what it looks
Alright. Junior.
Uh,
Junior, you recognize this as celestial.
Guys, it is that weird angel language. Do you see this little trumpet there? It's that weird angel language.
oh wow. Yeah, yeah. I
a
know
little
what you're talking about.
trumpet.
You see the naked baby with a trumpet and wings? Yeah, it's definitely celestial.
Well, why would he have a book in Celestial? Doesn't seem like a very angelic man.
I'll ask Gloom in my head. Gloom, do you speak celestial?
I do not know.
Well, thanks for being willing to help, at least. And yeah,
sorry.
then
We'll
Don't
hold on
worry.
to the book for now.
how like the contents of the book, like how much writing is it?
The book is full. It's from the way it's either written, it was either a journal or a printed book. You can't tell because the handwriting looks newer, but it's written like a novel.
Oh, author by trade.
This is a pretty big city, it seems like. Do you think the library might have a translation tome for Celestial?
That'd be worth checking out, I think.
Talking about Celestial, Junior, you know someone that you have a strong sense that they might actually know Celestial.
Do I really want to go there?
Do you? That's the thing. Also, Kabda, it clicks in your head. This is where what were their name? Because I can't remember. Freya's here. You know that.
Do we really want to talk to Freya?
That's up to you. Yeah. But you know Freya is here because this is where they're serving their time, so they can pay off their healing.
Well,
Honestly.
if we can't find anyone else, then I guess we can talk to Freya.
Fuck, we can go talk to the guy at the church.
Yeah, that'll do just as well.
Do I remember his name?
His name is Jimmy.
What?
No, his name is not Jimmy. His name is Ravatan.
I'll relay that name. Oh.
Or I'll spell it out. RAVATAN.
Ravatine.
Okay.
The Russian queen. Okay.
So with my researcher background, would I know if I could find that information at the library, or do we need someone?
You could find information at the library. Like, you could probably
For
find a
Celestial.
Yeah, a dictionary. Like
Okay.
English or common to Celestial dictionary. It'll be a harder thing to find, but you're pretty sure you can find it.
So spell the name game. RAH.
What? Oh, God
The
damn.
name.
Golly gee.
Rasputin's name.
Yeah, Rasputin.
R-A-V-A-T-A-N.
Oh, V. Okay. Ravatin. Okay. Okay. We can
Yeah.
go speak to Ravatin at the church. I'm
Uh,
fairly
we might
certain he
wanna-
didn't know Celestial.
We might want to start at the library, see how long it might take to translate, because we might want to keep this quiet to ourselves, at least for the time being, if it happens to be related to our job in Mad
Yeah.
Harbor.
Well, let's see what the library has, and if we can't find anything, then we can go talk to the.
If we can avoid speaking to him altogether, I'd prefer that.
That works perfectly. Yeah, let's head over there real fast.
So, as you will make your way to the library, it is a smaller library. Due to this being a very holy town, you would suspect a lot of their money goes to churches.
Typical.
Yeah. It's like going to the Vatican City and expecting to see a Vatican, like seeing the cathedral.
Oh,
Like, this is Vatican City. In this
Grant,
world.
it's like going to Vatican City and expecting to see a Vatican.
Yeah.
Oh, Vatican.
A Vatican. Just a Vatican. Like, you go to the Vatican City expecting to see the city. You're there. Congrats. A cathedral. Shut up. I speak the good English.
Don't worry, we like you the way you are.
Oh, thank you. There isn't any other me except for country me. But no one likes that accent.
I like a Kermit accent.
I can't do that too long. It hurts my throat.
That's not an
Well, that's all.
accent.
It is an accent. If people can do it for longer than 5 minutes, I consider it an accent. Right? Alright, but as you get to the library, go ahead and roll an investigation. Investigation check with advantage. Ever.
Nice. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was going to be investigation or history, but it's the same either way.
Alright. So, as you're searching through, you do not find a common to celestial book.
Do I find celestial to any other language, like infernal or primordial?
No.
Unfortunate.
Celestial for dummies. Gotta go to medieval Goodwill for that.
I mean, the church is here.
Yeah, the church. You're at a library? The church is right there.
I mean, like in the city here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't find any translation tomes or anything like that.
Oh, well, that's a bummer, I guess. Should we go talk to the priest guy, or do we want to just keep it secret?
We'll have to talk to somebody to get it translated, or maybe they know something.
Do we feel safe doing that?
Junior?
Sorry,
Uh,
what?
No luck finding a translation tome in this dinky church library.
Do we feel safe talking to the priest guy to get a
To Ravaton.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. It's just bad memories.
Well, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Maybe we can stay outside, and then Everett can go in and get a translation.
Yeah, I'd prefer that.
This should work fine. Yeah.
Now let's get to it then.
As you all make your way towards the massive cathedral, Cobden Jr. stay outside, and Everett, A guard is stationed at the door. Just as you walk in, they nod at you. As you feel just a holiness pass over you whenever you step inside the church. So,
I'm gonna bow and ask him if he knows where Ravatan might be found.
he notes he is over there, as he points to a very large statue of the Raven Queen. You can see a man kneeling at the altar.
Thank you.
Alright.
I'll walk over towards Ravatan, making sure my footsteps are heard in case I'm interrupting him, and pause for a moment.
Alright. You see, as he doesn't move, whenever you get closer to him, he keeps on praying. Let me see. Oh, so this information is not given out to you. Let me go ahead and bring it out. One second, as I bring out his picture.
So I can't actually decide, so I'm going to do evens, I'll interrupt him, and odds, I'll wait a few minutes. Okay, I'll just say this just quietly, like, pardon me.
There you go. There's your Ravatan. An NPC art reference. As you speak up. Pardon me, good sir.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. Second. As I look up the effects of a spell. Alright. So, as you speak it, he holds up a finger as he's still praying. Goes back to it.
I'll just, like, bow my head and take another one step back. It's like a show of respect, and willingness to.
Alright. And as time goes on, you see as he stops praying and gets up. And this, whenever you start to notice, he's tall. He's about 7 feet tall. And the pair of wings on his back fully unfold as he turns over to you. How may I help you?
I have this this odd book written in Celestial, and it happens to be one of the languages I'm not familiar with. I was hoping you could help me.
What would you like me to do with this book? Translate it?
Translation could be good. If you happen to have a tome on how to translate Common to Celestial, that would work as well.
I do. Wait here and I can go fetch one.
Thank you.
You see as he just strides past. And whenever he walks past people, people do turn and bow. And as 5 minutes pass, you see he turns a corner with a book in hand and walks up to you and hands it to you. That should help you.
Do you require anything for this? Or is it alright if I just borrow and return?
You can keep it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There's no need. Is there anything else I can help you with? Confession, maybe?
I'm doing quite fine at the moment. You have a great day. And I'll just turn to him.
Alright. Until... take a seat at one of the pews as you make your way out. You leave the building and you can feel that feeling of holiness actually leave you once you exit the building. You can see Captain Junior.
And that's
All right.
when I threw the fish in the lake, but the crab was still biting my thumb. It was crazy. Oh, hey, Everett,
Right.
what's up? Did you get the translation?
Better yet, I have a tome that I could use to translate it.
Oh, solid.
He happened to have one, and he let me have it.
Those Raven Mother guys really come in clutch.
That's whenever you open it, it turns out it's a deep speech to Celestial. It's just the biggest fuck you. But it's not.
Were you joking about that, or is it actually?
I was joking about that.
Okay, I was not entirely sure.
Ravaton.
Because they mentioned bad experiences with this guy in the past.
Bad experience being relative. Honestly, like, that NPC gets a lot of flack. That doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, no, he's actually just a really nice guy. Like,
Seems a little uptight, but yeah.
out of everyone that you've come across, he's actually the best person.
He's
And
like neutral good.
No, he's lawful good, but lawful being relative.
Lawful being relative to a Raven Queen,
Yes.
who's neutral.
He's technically neutral good, but he's lawful good. I follow the law of the Raven Queen. What's that? Life and death? Like, oh shit. Okay.
No liches, damn it.
There are exceptions, like good liches.
I don't think the Raven Queen would even stand for a good lich.
There have been a few, but then there are just people that don't care. It's like, no, I'm gonna make them. Like, no, I got to. No, you don't. The god of undeath. Just like, oh, I'm gonna make some liches. Rubs hands together. No, you can't do that. I got to.
It's funny when we talk about gods and compromise in the same text.
I know, right?
Okay, how long will it take me to translate this?
It's a fairly large, it's notable. Maybe about 50 pages. So it'd take you a while. So, the travel from Ravenmount to Mad Harbor can probably get you, if you pay attention to traveling instead of transcribing, it'll take you half, or if you pay full attention transcribing, the full journey will get you the full book. It's up to you.
What if we
Aha!
just spend a night or two here first?
You want to do that? That's okay.
And what is this?
We could afford the room. Oh,
Okay.
for traveling.
With Natural Explorer, it doesn't actually help me be able to transcribe a book any easier.
No, you could just hand it to me and I could do it while traveling without slowing us down.
Well, no, it's not like slowing you down. It's more or less if he focuses
Staying
on
alert.
traveling. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it while staying alert. But then again...
I mean, I'm not alone, so I could just focus on translating as we move then.
how's your
So
perception?
if it's not going to slow us down. Oh, my passive perception's 22. He's very aware of his surroundings because he likes to read and walk at the same time.
One of those people.
But like, do we want to lose that for the travel, for potentially you noticing things ambushing us?
I mean, how good is yours? It should be like, what,
Oh,
16,
17.
17? Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's fine.
Up to you.
I think you'll be, so between the two of you, it should be sufficient eyes on watch.
And before
My passive
most do
14
the
is going to
handicap
do its damnedest.
test.
All right. So you travel. So it'll take you 13 days to get to Mad Harbor.
So, whatever. You ever been to Cold Harbor? Or Cold Harbor?
Yep,
Not
yep.
Harbor.
No,
Cold Harbor.
I'm
I think
sorry.
that's the
I
Soul
keep saying
Traders.
that instead of.
we're playing Elder Scrolls right now, boys. Let's go.
That's where we have to go to get Cobb Soul back.
Let's go to the Cold Harbor. Have fun there, guys. You have to go to the Soul Cairn. Sorry. Gosh. Makes sense. Where do you think Cup of Soul's being stored?
I thought it was just in Roxas's lunchbox.
Hey, just if I get a little hungry, I nibble on it. I'm not gonna eat all of it, but I'm gonna nibble.
Why am I having a headache?
Is anything try to jump us on the road?
Surprisingly, no.
Dang it. I'm gonna fry some kobolds or something.
Kobolds are a mountain race, and you're not close to the mountains. Golly. But yeah, the roads are surprisingly cleared. But once you reach Mad Harbor, it is normal as it was whenever you left.
Except for people being in a panic with the serial
Yeah, I was
killer
gonna
on
say,
the
sans the presence of a serial.
That too,
Like the
but
streets are probably like half empty.
yeah. But you know, normal.
normal.
Like, you all do also remember there's literally an insane asylum on top of a hill over there. Hence the name Mad
So,
Harbor.
wouldn't it solve like 90% of their problems if they just like burnt that place down
Maybe.
and spread salt?
Maybe. You don't know.
But I mean, do we know that the serial killer is actually one of the people from the insane asylum? Or...
I mean, they're crazy and volatile.
Like, true. What
Sorry.
information do we have on the serial killer?
Well,
Should
potentially
talk to the
that, like,
guard.
peop- yeah. Well, I mean, we know that it's potentially the blacksmith from Ravenmount.
Yeah.
Does anyone have the spell Locate Creature?
No. That's not one of mine.
Hi, Capt. I'm Capta, the warlock fighter.
You all could, you could get the wizard some spell scrolls.
So, what if
That would cost more
like,
money.
They're humanoid, right?
They are humanoid.
So I have +2 to tracking them.
True, but also everyone here is humanoid.
I feel like you just made a point which I can argue very easily.
Okay.
So, if I know him, since he is an NPC from my backstory, I would know of him, and we could find traces of him, not just by tracking, but literally searching for signs of him.
Okay. There are things that you do know about him, as in, for the entire time that you've known him, he's been locked up in that bubble. So he's never been able to go anywhere.
So, the most predominant thing I know of him should not be of use here, which is he's very stinky.
Yeah.
Unless he just doesn't like bathing, then.
Well, you never know. Maybe we'll sniff him.
Sniff him out.
So we can ask the guard if, like, in the past, how long has it been since he broke out?
You never asked that question, but I will tell you, it's been about 2 weeks.
Oh,
I imagine I could probably tell the age of the explosion with that 29, so
Yeah, so
we'll go with that.
it's been about 2 weeks.
So, 2 weeks when we were there. So, how long ago would it be right now?
About 3 weeks now.
So we can ask the guards how long ago did the murder start?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should ask him some questions in general.
And in the meantime, I'll summon my cat familiar real fast. Just pull it out of the extra dimensional space.
Alright, you do that.
I'm gonna have my familiar search and see if they can find any signs of them.
Alright, you do not know what the person looks like, so your cat's looking for a guy.
Looking for like a murderer. Looking for signs of a recent murder or anything like that.
Alright. Just
That's
roll.
in Mad Harbor.
Yeah.
This
Roll,
place is creepy.
roll for investigation. Catgation.
Well, can we get a? Can I get? Let's get a description of the guy then, since they've seen.
Yeah, my character can give them a pretty good description.
Yeah.
Ren.
Yeah, pretty good description. Blech. Blonde hair, blue eyes. He's a Nazi.
This.
Nah, he does have blonde hair and blue eyes, but he is heavily scarred. He's missing one massive scar reaching down his left eye, making that be gone. He no longer has a left eye. He's also fairly burnt on his left side too. He's not
Would
the
it be
most pleasant to look at.
Perception.
Investigation.
Oh, because my cat even has advantage on smelling.
You don't know what he smells like.
Yeah, because you're searching for him, so it's investigate.
Investigation's an int check.
Cat intelligence. I'm a cat. Your cat is looking for things. Alright. In the time that you're going to be doing this, your cat's going to be looking for him. We'll see.
Looking for the one-eyed, scarred, smelly man.
Yep. Okay. Alright. So, what do you all do while the cat's hunting?
I think we should go maybe talk to the authority.
Alright. So do you all go to a guardhouse or just find some guards on the street?
Maybe we should talk to like the people at the guardhouse.
It seems like a good idea.
Alright. So,
Because if we find a single guard, they might not know everything or as much as we need to know. If we go to the guardhouse, we can find more of them at the same place.
alright. So as you travel, you all do pick up some information from criers and some pages left on walls. There is a curfew at 9 o'clock at night. I was telling people to keep indoors. Anyone found outside of that time could be prosecuted for a week to a month in prison.
Okay, so let's not go out at night.
That's the biggest thing that you won't notice. Roll perception checks while you are traveling.
Oh, I didn't realize it was rolling. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So
Double advantage.
Junior, Everett will notice a little bit of it. Everett, while you're traveling, you do see not much whenever it comes to a few things, but you do see some kids fighting. Just from what you can see, fighting over some food. Given I don't know if you would do anything about that.
Who sees this?
Everett, but also Junior. Junior, you get a better look at it. Instead of food, it's a fairly considerable amount for a child. Whenever it comes to food, while a good bulk of kids are trying to rough up a smaller child, taking their food and running off. That is
So this is like multiple instances of scuffle, or just a single one?
A single kid being bullied, more or less.
Ganged up on.
Yeah, ganged up on by a few other larger kids.
They're beating him up and taking his lunch.
More or less, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, Junior's gonna go over to him and give one of her rations to him.
He looks up to you, and you can see his race is questionable. Whenever you look at him, he has a slint of Elvish. It has the sense, the ears mainly give it away, but his skin is different. It's greenish, but it has the sense of human, the human tan. So it's a green human tan. It's weird.
Ooh, that is weird.
That's not,
So like a half elf, half orc, maybe.
as he's thank you. They're so mean to me, just because of what I look like.
And then also break off a piece of chocolate and give it to him.
Thank you again. May my friends look after you, you know?
Your friends?
Just things I've thought up. I think they're gods. Sometimes they do help. He's not lying. Like, he believes that there are friends out there helping him.
Well,
Maybe they'll look after you.
take care of yourself, and don't you have anyone you can turn to?
He shakes his head. No, my father was killed, and my mother, well, non-existent. They've, well, all left. I can't really blame my father, though. He died protecting. So, not his fault.
I'll give him like 5 gold and I'll say, try to take care of yourself, kid.
Thank you.
Is there like a nearby shop, like a general store?
There is, yeah.
Okay, I just need to look up how much this would cost me.
Buy a parent.
Juno buys a dagger and gives it to him.
Oh shit. Okay. Like, oh. Well, thank you. I've never had the weapon before. Thank you.
Sometimes you just gotta shake someone, kid.
And you need to learn to take care of yourself, and for that, she will have bought a short bow with a quiver arrows that she gives to him.
Alright.
So this kid can
Armed
now sort
with the
himself
teeth.
out.
Just give him a bunch of money and give him a bunch of weapons. Be like, sort your own shit out, kid.
Alright. Damn. You gave this like, 8-year-old fucking weapons. Just like, I can knock you down. Oh yeah. He won't say that, but his inner thoughts. But alright.
But something that Junior will say is, everything we've given to you is for you to make a future for yourself, not to ruin it by making stupid decisions.
Okay. I'll try to not ruin it. Don't know how I
So,
ruined an already ruined life.
God damn it.
Yeah, he's,
No.
sounds like he's telling
No.
the truth.
No, trying to get back at the people who've done you wrong is just gonna get you into trouble that you can't get yourself out of. So, best you can do is try and see if you can hunt. There's plentiful food out there in the wilderness that you can get for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't look
good
back.
job.
You've just got to keep moving forward.
Okay. Okay. I will try. And he gets up and he nibbles on the chocolate.
Will he try?
He will try.
Okay, Junior's happy.
Helping small children. Right? And he leaves.
Junior kind of just scratches her head and looks towards Kebda before kind of like shrinking back down into her normal type of self and
Oh,
hiding
that was
underneath
nice.
Kebda's cloak. It's more than I had.
Yeah,
Hopefully
hopefully
you can-
he ends up okay.
Yeah, it's very little that we can do for someone like him.
Yeah, it comes down to him now.
You know, we could send him on a
We
ship
can't be
to
there forever.
Uralo.
To where?
Uralo. You know, that city where we were with the barge.
Oh yeah.
They seem like pretty okay people who don't move around so much.
Actually, that seems like a really good idea. How much would it cost for the boat fare to send him over there?
A lot. I mean, a lot.
How,
That's literally across the world.
Well, yeah, but how much?
For a kid, for room, board, and food, about 100
Really?
gold.
it didn't cost that much for us, Jesus.
Didn't
Oh, but
cost
it's
that
more
much,
now.
but you have your own stuff, and
Boone!
Boone.
there is
Got
Boone.
your own Boone.
Where is Boone? We need Boone.
You don't know where Boone is? He's off fighting a war.
Oh, how about we get Boone to adopt him?
Well, we can come back later. And
think he's
well, I
better?
mean, I don't think Boone would make a good parent between the two of us. Three.
Okay, see. Boone would be wounded. Not
He knows I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. But he's wounded.
I mean, the people in Skelvane seemed like good people too.
A Blackport, send a Blackport,
Mm.
make him a pirate. Yeah.
To be fair,
No
I
one will
think
beat
any
him up
place.
again.
I feel like any place is better than Mad Harbor.
As you're discussing this, as you're walking down the street, he's gone. It's like,
If we ever see him again, we'll do something else.
all right.
So then we'll head over to the guardhouse.
All right. As you all reach there, there are a few guards just walking about, two stationed in front, but they'll let you all in. As a half-orc woman is sitting at a small counter, fairly large axe placed to the side of her, and she's wearing full plate mail. And she looks up and like, oh, how can I help you?
Hi there, ma'am. We're sent by the Hunters Guild to investigate and eliminate this serial killer you got going around.
Oh, thank God. Alright, let me see your contract.
Yeah, here it is.
She reads over it. Like, okay. And she pulls out a thing of sealing wax. Puts a seal onto the parchment. Alright, there you go. That means that you have authority here.
So we're
That's
exempt
great.
from the curfew.
Yes, you're considered a town guard for a while. Anything to get this goddamned murderer out of here.
No, we just had some questions for you.
Yeah.
Alright, so first question is about how long ago did these murders start occurring?
Maybe 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks.
Very interesting. Okay. Is that concurrent with our ideas, guys? I'm kind of stupid. I forgot what the time frame.
Oh, sorry, repeat that.
She's checking if the time frame is congruent with the blacksmith's escape.
It seems to be, yes.
Alright, and how do these victims appear to be getting killed? Is it like by sword or they
Well,
eaten?
it's it's a sight. Some of them are torn apart. Some of them are quickly dealt with, a sly cut to the throat. And
That's so it's a little bit different every time.
yeah, it's grisly. Whenever
Are
they
we
do
sure
it.
then we can attribute these to one person then?
It's possible, but it could be a group.
Have there been any witnesses of a description, possibly?
No, there's been no witnesses. There's been people in the same building, but not be alerted to this person. So, either they're a professional or a fucking monster, I don't know.
Yeah, we have a reason to believe that it's the blacksmith from Ravenmount. He escaped recently. He was a prisoner, and he took some armor and weapons.
It could be. I don't know. Do you have a description of this man? I can tell my gods don't
Yeah,
God
he's
form.
like got a bunch of scars. He's stinky. He has one eye. Doing what?
Junior gives a detailed description. Alright. I'll have some people look into him.
What are the time frame of these murders usually? Do they happen at relatively regular intervals, or is it completely random?
It's sporadic. We could go 5 days without a kill. and then hours between kills.
How many have there been?
20.
Holy snap. Okay. Well, okay.
20 confirmed.
Will you let us know if there's another one that we can investigate?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Alright, Wizard, how are your forensic skills?
I know quite a bit on the subject, and I've got some extra books. I can always use extra books to brush up.
That's excellent. Okay. Well, are there any prominent places we should start looking for this guy?
Well, we don't know who. It could be so anywhere in the town. For you all think it could be this one person? Where he might have frequented, or if he was not in jail.
Yeah, well, he's the prime suspect. I guess we'll start looking.
Then I wish you all luck. If you do
Thanks.
find anything, tell us, and if we find anything, we'll tell you all.
Sounds good.
Good, we can check in at the end of the day. How's that?
And that works for me. And you all head out.
Oh, yeah, have I learned anything from that that journal, that novel?
That novel looks to be a from memory copy down a holy text of Bahamut. Like, as you're reading through now, like, okay. And if you've probably read the holy text of Bahamut just because they tell you to in school. Just from memory, it looks to be just a handwritten version of that. Word for word.
So out of character, I've forgotten what Bahamut's values and such are.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's the lawful good god.
He's
Platinum
actually
Dragon.
God.
Okay. Yeah. Just sounds like the opposite of Tiamat then.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're like
Okay.
so-
That seems very odd.
What would you find in?
This is a from memory copy of the holy text of Bahamut.
Oh hey, I know that. Can I take a look?
Of course, here. It's all written in Celestial as well, though.
Yeah, I just want to take a look at it. You know, I worship Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon.
And with that dictionary, Kabda, for the page that you look through, converting each word, yeah, it's a handwritten copy of the holy text of Bahamut. So this man has either some awesome memory, or he had someone write it for him.
If they were going to bring it in, it would have been easier to just get the actual thing. I don't think
Yeah,
the guards
unless-
would have stopped him from getting a real one.
Yeah, I wonder why he would have this. Unless it's like you can only read Celestial or something.
I'm back.
To catch Junya up, the book was a celestial handwritten copy of the holy text of Bahamut.
Damn.
Which doesn't make any sense for someone who just escaped and is going on a murdering spree. I should say, it makes no logical sense.
And also is a human. Like human murderer? Why would they have that?
Maybe he's chasing the person who did it? I don't know. It really doesn't make a lot of sense.
Or perhaps he's warped the values in some way.
Or he's killing followers of Bahamut.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just I'm gonna share these findings with the captain just before we leave,
All right, well,
and ask about any connections of the victim.
there aren't any connections. None of them. Well, actually, thinking, Elias and they were a worshipper of Bahamut, but they were the only worshipper that I know of Bahamut.
Strange. Well, he's definitely got some kind of connection to this case, even if he's not the perpetrator. Why is there just blood flying out of Mad Harbor on the map?
You mean that's not what's actually happening?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. It's because of a penguin playing. with
There's a murder happening right now.
It could be, actually. If only your cat rolled higher, you would know. But
If it could have rolled perception. Just unfortunate it doesn't work like that.
damn rules.
It's funny how when you're investigating, you have to roll investigation, huh?
Sucks. But yeah.
I always thought of it more like investigation is more like closely examining something and trying to get details, whereas perception is searching and looking.
But so, what do? You exit the guardhouse.
Maybe we should go find out what happened to the victims, what they were doing before they died.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I
What?
forgot I've had comprehend languages this whole time as a ritual.
Yeah,
I did it the hard
Yeah,
It feels bad.
I knew you had it. I was just waiting. Like, is he gonna remember? No.
I'm not used to having just 4 rituals I can use at any given time. Oh, I should-
Amazing.
Memory. We ain't got it.
It happens. I had comprehend languages as a ritual for 6 sessions, or yeah, 6 sessions of a campaign. Nothing ever popped up where I could use it, so I swapped it out on a level up. Right after I swapped it out, the GM then added something that could be translated.
Well, that won't happen to me because wizards don't get to swap their spells; they just get a fuckload.
I've felt cheated, I'll be honest.
Okay.
But yeah, investigating the victim sounds like a good plan. I'm going to check up on the history of this blacksmith, if I can find any, and double check and brush up on my investigation skills for crime scenes.
I
I'm gonna like hit one of the big libraries if there is one here.
There is a library. It's far from big. It's like your local small town library, but in medieval times. As you walk in, there are a few people. What are you looking for?
I wanted to see what meme I had connected to my investigation.
Oh, well, Everett went to the library. I need to know what Everett's looking for. Not you, Julia. No.
Big thunk.
I'm going to be looking for forensic books and also perhaps like just well, just like a crime scene investigation books, that kind of stuff. And I don't know if they would have any kind of murder history facts, just like historical tomes like that.
Okay. Roll investigation.
I'm a lot better at it than my cat, so we'll see how this goes.
CSI for dummies. Yeah. No.
Yike.
You find nothing.
This is the kind of life I live.
I'm a lot better at it. Alright.
I mean, it was still a
Natural.
+9.
+9, but the natural one and then the 2.
Mm-hmm.
The big oof. You find nothing on the subject.
Unfortunate. By the way, with all these detailed descriptions, have I caught this blacksmith's name?
Oh yeah, Junior would have told it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find it again. Celeste Z Any.
Okay.
Celeste Z Any. I will post it in the Discord. Actually, no.
He's finally getting a picture.
No. He's not getting a picture there. It's in the Roll20 instead of the Discord. I can find him a picture if you really want me to.
Let's race to find a picture for him while you continue the session.
As I think I actually open up Pinterest and I find someone that looks exactly like him.
Thanks, Pinterest. Even with all your art theft, you're still useful.
Ah, yes. We love Pinterest for a reason. It's so we don't have to do any of the art ourselves. Cause oof.
How beefy is he?
He's beefy. He's a strong boy.
So, that picture of Ravaton, is that what I was imagining? I was imagining, do you remember, Mozgoose from Berserk? The really huge priest guy?
Yes.
I was imagining he looked more like that. Just like an absolute unit, but just like calm and kind.
No, this guy's actually a fucking angel.
Not the size of that priest.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what they're referencing. I was just making fun of the absolute unit.
Berserk. What?
Oh, wait, he's blonde with blue eyes, right?
Yes.
I know exactly how he looks like. And you have to use this.
Debatable. No, he's not that good.
No, not that one, not that one. Hold up.
I'll find out soon.
Here you
No.
go.
No.
Bean. There you go.
He's...
Oh. No, he has black eyes.
It's ambiguous.
I was imagining he was built like that. I just put it in the general chat.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
That nose, that Minecraft looking ass nose. Alright.
Because there's even a bit where he gets, like giant angel wings.
Alright, I'm giving this guy. There's this thing. He has a scar and bird marks. on his left side.
This is why I sometimes find a picture before making the PC.
Well, I didn't think you guys would actually just like start hunting this guy down. Like, I'm surprised.
Well, I mean, you
Not very
hooked him
good.
into this murder, so I mean, that's on you.
Yeah, true. I wasn't expecting
Bean?
you'd go after the murder.
We're like
Unrelated
pursuing
to-
both.
Yeah, unrelated to this whole topic, I found a picture of a character that looks pretty damn good.
Who's that?
It's just a random art that I found that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that is really nice. I like the way they did hair. It's good. White hair is hard. People make it gray.
And then another one.
Ooh. Nice. She
Wait,
need to
what?
go out in the
Is it?
sun more, though. Alright, let's go. So, I assume the guards would give us the locations of the murders, yeah?
Yeah, if you asked for them. Are you going to ask for them?
Yeah, we'll go ask for him while, Everett goes to the library.
Yeah.
Everett, that's funny.
Alright, so yeah.
He looks like a tiki head.
So- Alright, yeah, they tell you locations. They're scattered around town. So they're all in random locations. So as you go hunt down the houses, you can, some being families, not entire families being wiped out, just to the point of one member is torn apart, quickly killed, things like that. Just scattered throughout the entirety of town. Are there any specifics that you were looking for?
No, just to see, like, how it was done.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and roll investigation with advantage.
Like, jumped in the street, break the path, things like
Okay. So street and path. Alright. Go ahead and roll investigation with advantage since Judy is with you.
that. Okay, we'll take that first one.
So 17. You were able to pick up, there are paths throughout around each house, but that's every house here. Nothing really stands out that really gives off a destination or where someone could have got in or could have left. It is just clean. Very clean.
Can I roll survival to see if I find any footprints or tracks?
Yeah, go ahead.
Since it's against humanoid, this would be a plus additional 2 to the result. Well, presumably against humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
So, 19.
You do not find any footprints. Well, except for footprints that people are leaving right now. Like, there are guards. You could tell by their boots, like, oh, these are guards. But there are no majorly distinctive footprints.
That, in and of itself, is kind of a clue, isn't it?
Well, like, did they fly or?
Well, whatever they did an immense amount of effort not to leave tracks.
So, yeah, if Celeste was just some crazy, crazy guy, he wouldn't be putting this much effort in just being able to kill like 20 people, right? That seems there's no motivation. Crazy people just go kill people.
Honestly, our best bet would be trying to catch the criminal in the act. So maybe if we can somehow find something that connects the victims, so we can maybe find a potential target.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. Like what they have in common and stuff.
So, are you going to be asking around, searching their houses, things like that, or?
Yes.
Do you think we can ask around to see, like, to find some stuff out about the victims?
Alright, I'll roll investigation once again with advantage.
I'm +0.
Do you want to investigate?
Everett's at the library.
I'm still at the
Oh.
library. Like I rolled it. Like I spent a fair amount of time there, just like failing and finding a book because these damn hick libraries ain't got no book.
Okay. I'm +0 over here. Are you better at investigating?
I'm also +0. I just rolled in. Oh, I know I'm +4. What the?
+4, and you rolled a natural 1.
Well,
So if you're helping me, I get advantage.
You have advantage,
Yeah.
yeah. 'Cause-
Damn it.
Alright. So, you don't find much out that everyone has in common. Some people might worship the same gods, but out of everything there, like, most of the killed don't share gods. It's just random killings.
Occupation.
Occupations are very different. Some actually being guards, some being just leather workers, blacksmiths, things like that. Like, it's very random.
Hmm.
Well, so we know that they just disappear. We know that they're not related.
We might need to ask Everett to check the scenes of the crime if he can detect any magic there.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
So, shall we go meet up with him and then see what he says?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll help Cabda so we can get to Everett fairly.
Yeah, we'll meet him at the library.
Alright. So, as you all reach the library, now I'll say Everett, you are probably finishing up there. As you see your friends walking up.
Did you find anything helpful?
No, despite being so close to the knowledge capital of the world, these libraries have nothing.
Stupid Madhouse people. And I'll turn to anyone who might have heard me and I'll say, no offense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were thinking we investigated the scenes of the crime, and we didn't find anything in common. But we were wondering maybe you could use your magic and you could try to see if any magic stuff was going on.
I could certainly try to detect magic if we could find one of the scenes of the crimes.
Yeah, the thing is there are no footprints or anything, so that's the only hope, I think.
Alright. So you all head off to find, are you going to the closest one, or the most grisly? Or
Most grisly.
Alright.
Most grisly, there'd probably be the most leftover, like, the most evidence left.
Alright, so the most recent, which happened a day ago. So, as you all get there, they are, the guards are placed outside. As you walk up, show your writ of passage now. You all walk into a scene of bloody mess. You can see that this body was tore apart, piece by piece. As some guards are watching over, some holding back, and well, some people, priests, are placing body parts into small chests. We use the spec so they can move them without people seeing and blood dripping.
Who of us is the most proficient in medicine? Maybe we can try and see what was used to kill them.
I've got a 7.
+7 in medicine.
I got a +1, so he should do it.
Yeah, Everett, I'll help you so you can investigate, or you can see what's happening, or what happened to them.
Do I learn anything from that based on?
You would suspect with the 18 of very sharp blades, large blades, and
Are we talking like great sword large, short sword large?
maybe long sword.
Long sword, okay.
So it's not killing him to eat them.
And it doesn't seem like it's a monster either. If it's got, but these cuts are probably too clean.
Yeah.
I feel like more and more evidence is pointing towards Celeste,
Towards what?
the blacksmith.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything that eliminates him as a suspect, and he's all the... One sec, my dog wants to go outside.
Alright.
Since the guards are here, like, how about we ask them for any additional clues? Maybe something that we missed that connects the victims to one another. If it really is random, maybe the locations itself is a hint.
You do,
Okay.
since you did end up getting locations from the guards before. The locations are random, all throughout town. And the same thing goes for all the people.
So the people locations are random.
Yes.
But we know that at least one of them was killed by a longsword. So do all the rest seem like they could also be by longswords is the question.
Yes. Whenever searching through, asking all the other guards, it makes sense. A longsword-like object, any sword could actually make these cuts, but the longsword would be more proficient in doing the damage this time.
Gotcha.
Do the cuts seem particularly clean? Is it just like hacking kind of?
The cuts seem hacking, like it's doing it a lot. Like whoever this was, they were doing it for the fun of it. Whenever they cut down, slashing across someone, leaving them deep enough to make them bleed and cause pain, but shallow or not as deep as it could be to where it will not slice in causing major body damage. Just enough to keep them alive long enough. They could have a little fun, you could suspect, due to the amount of
That's
blood and
messed up.
cuts.
I'll have my familiar help me as I roll investigation to see if I can find any more.
Alright. 26. While searching, this place is clean. Very clean. Like, too clean.
Hey, maybe he has that spell that you have, Junior, that clean stuff. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Gobda, you know he had, or not Gobda, Junior, you know he has that, because it's how he cleans armor.
This more and more just seems like it's him.
I'm gonna detect magic as a ritual because I don't have it prepared, and see if I can sense any residual magic, so like if a spell was used here.
You get the slyest hint of necromancy. The slyest hint.
Interesting. I'm getting some very light evidence of necromancy magic.
Necromancy. That's kind of creepy.
In my past, have I heard any rumors of Celeste being able to use that type of magic?
It's not really known. It's known that he was able, and still is able, to your knowledge, to cast spells. He never truly animated dead in front of you, so you don't have full knowledge about it.
Is there anywhere that there should be blood, but there isn't?
No. Mainly because there is blood everywhere.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was just like dripping from the body and like all the splatter was missing, because you did say it was too clean.
Well, the clean as in evidence.
Yeah.
Outing the body, which you do know, after the cuts, post-mortem ripped apart. Like arms, legs, head.
Is there anything missing from the body?
With your 26 investigation, yes. While searching, you find their ring finger on their right hand is missing.
Good question.
Interesting.
Would
I wonder
you
if that's some kind of pattern.
need with the middle finger? Yeah, we should go check with the other bodies.
Middle finger or ring finger?
Ring finger.
Ring
I'm
finger.
sorry, ring finger, yeah.
And you're gonna go search the other bodies, yeah?
Yeah, well, I don't think there's anything more we could find here, so we'll go investigate the other bodies.
Alright. While you're searching, you find the other bodies. They keep them put away at a church of the Raven Queen. Searching over them, yes. Every single one of them are missing their ring finger.
So we just need to find a guy who has a lot of fingers. Like, so many. That's what we gotta do.
Kobda automatically thinks about Gorax.
That's disgusting. Oh my god.
You think back, just like, what the fuck? Oh god.
Kobda just kind of like shivers in his armor.
Let me check something real fast.
Well, okay, so, what would he need fingers for? And I feel like it's related to the necromancy, honestly. That's, I don't know anything about necromancy, but that's my impression.
I think both of your party members have stepped away for a moment.
Oh, I was reading a spell.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm here, but I'm muting myself every now and again because my grand's being taken into the hospital.
Oh, what's
Oof.
Oh
wrong?
no, is she okay?
Apparently her heart is acting up again.
Oh, I hope she's alright.
Yeah. So it doesn't say if I could use locate creature to say find a missing finger off one of these corpses. Because it doesn't
That's
mention the
clever.
creature has to be alive.
You're not wrong. It doesn't have to be alive. But I don't know if locate creature works on fingers.
Just locate the rest of this creature. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure.
What if you just find a mage? More than likely, there is a mage among the ranks of the guards that can cast or help with a spell to locate someone that I know. Because since I've met Celes before, hopefully that can help with a locate spell.
Get ready for my homebrew spell, locate partial creature. Hang on, I have to let the dog in.
Locate a specific creature or the nearest creature of a certain kind. Long as a creature close 30 feet at least once. Alright. So I'm going to say it will not work on parts of a creature.
Darn.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
So I guess we're working back to our best lead is trying to locate the blacksmith using the spell. But then I believe it would have to be Kabda or Junya who casts it.
Well, I mean, in locate creature, what do you need? Do you need something that belongs to them?
You have to describe a name or creature that is familiar to you.
Well...
But it's
Well,
on the
it's like you
ranger
use-
spell list.
I can only cast spells that hit people, so.
Yeah.
Well, if we could get a scroll for it, it could work.
True.
As long
But
as
it would
it's
have to be
level
Junya who cast it.
1.
With a skill check, you can cast higher level spells.
Ah, cool.
I don't know if Junya can cast 4th level spells.
Do you know what level you need to be to cast 4th level ranger spells?
No, I don't play any half casters.
13th level.
That's okay. That's what a skill check is for.
It's gonna be a really high one, considering I'm only a 2nd level ranger.
It actually just goes off the slot level, but we could also. I don't know if the DM's gonna rule that the spell can work in an assisting manner.
I would say they would need to see or know. So if can rangers get disguise self?
I think so, yeah. Let me check. What?
If so, you can purchase a spell scroll of disguise self, cast the spell, and then guess what? Have a wizard look at that, and then alright, I know.
I have a better idea. I can buy a really, really large parchment and then use prestidigitation to make a likeness of him appear in a symbol.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Or on, like, the back of our contract or something.
Say, I have parchment.
Or I can
Oh
just make
yeah,
like a
wizard, I forgot. Okay.
yeah, or I can make like a tiny little figurine of him in the palm of my hand.
Maybe.
Like, imagine this, but a lot bigger.
I mean, if I know what he looks like, I could just cast a larger illusion of him, even.
Yeah. So I'll use prestidigitation to make like a tiny little figurine of him in my hand, and then I'll like point out his exact height with my hand.
So all we need is either a mage who knows locate creature, or a scroll of locate creature.
Yeah. Well, is there a mage's guild around?
Yes. It's small, but it exists.
You could try.
Yeah, my
Well, we'll head there then. Just go to the Mages Guild.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. As you get there, You see that it actually is a store, but it doubles as the Mages Guild Hall. The name of it being the Sears Wizardry.
I mean, hey, they gotta have their income.
Yep. Or here, what you would suspect is it was a store before the Mages Guild asked to become a hall, so it doubles as alright. So I get the money, and you don't. Cool, in the sense that, but you walk in, a wizard, a human wizard. Oh, hello. Oh, can I assist?
So I'm an evoker with the Mages Guild, and I'm also we're hunting the serial killer here in Mad Harbor. We need we would like if you know any mages who can cast locate creature.
I can. Are you looking for just anyone? Do you want to be able to cast it? Blah blah blah.
I could probably I can learn it. How much would it be to learn it, and how long?
Well, it 4th level spell. It would cost you 320 gold pieces, but since you're a member of the Mages Guild, it'd cost you 285.
I'll see about that after we finish the job. I'm a little light right now, so we'll just need to locate a creature that we're familiar with.
All right. Well, then we can grab someone that's willing to work with you.
Thank you.
I'll go find someone. As he leaves the room for a few moments. What will you be doing by in that time? Well, he's gone trying to find someone.
How much time?
It's gonna take him a little bit to find someone, so what do you all want to do while he's doing that?
Well, let's talk about some things we know about Celeste. Do you know if he has any motivation for doing this, or is he just like crazy?
It's possible that he's not the murderer himself. As a follower of Bahamut, he might have been, and someone proficient in murdering, he might have been motivated to hunt down the actual murderer. That's my working theory. So if we find him, he might just know more than us, and that would be at least a step in the right direction.
Yeah,
it's the only lead we've got, really.
Way. What was his personality?
From what Junior would have known, from talking to him, nice enough compared to most people, especially where she was, nicer than most, but at times an aggressive side. But that's everyone. At times
Is he the one that smelled like evil?
Yes.
Ah.
Like, in the time that you were there, you've seen him before. Like, he
yeah, I remember that.
Noticeably, yeah, he was a bad guy. Like, he was evil. Whenever last time you spoke to him. But he was nice.
Lawful evil.
Yeah.
Maybe he's at an alignment shift to lawful neutral. Who knows?
Maybe. I love how whoever put the emotes in put Dew's Vault instead of Dave's Vault.
Deuce. Deuce.
Deus, Deus.
Oh, it's a joke that I always misspell it because it triggers
Right.
one of my friends.
Where did you put that?
He put emotes in the NPC ref.
Alright, so he comes back now with a half-orc female walking out. Alright, how can I help? You all needed to find someone.
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah.
for this guy named Sless. Junior knows more about him than we do.
Looks over at Junior.
I give a brief description of how he looks like, how tall he is.
And we can get the little figure.
Alright, that should be enough for me to cast a spell. Do you know any general area where he could be at?
He should be somewhere in the city, if we're correct.
Or within close proximity of it, if he's hiding outside.
The city is fairly large, so it may take time. But the spell lasts an hour, so I think we should be okay. Just give it time. I'll get on horseback and I'll start riding. Do you all have horses?
Yeah.
Alright, so grab them. We can meet back here. Also, payment first. So you don't skip out on it. 50 gold pieces. Oh wait, no.
Alright, here you go.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. It won't be 50, it'll be 100. Because it is a 4th level spell.
Okay.
Spell services, they're not cheap.
Even in
I'll-
service to the city.
Yeah, they gotta make money.
I'll cover this.
Good thing the reward is so fat.
Yeah, Kevda. Junior's covering this.
Okay.
Alright.
And I wish I had money.
But as they head out, you are with them. As they cast the spell, and within an hour, they do get a ping. It seems that he is in that building right there. And they point to a tavern. You've all been in this tavern before, the Roaring Roof Tavern.
Oh.
Well, we better make haste and get there.
You all
Yeah.
You also know that this is the Hunters Guild Hall.
Hmm.
This is the
The
first
irony.
place where you met Meatman.
Ah.
The irony.
Wait, Meatman had blue eyes and blonde hair.
Meatman
But he was
had
different. No, he didn't.
Meatman
was his
had
poly-
no eyes and no hair. He was-
Well, no, that's what his look was when he was pretending not to be Meatman.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Meatman was Slash the whole time.
Alright. You
Okay,
guys-
look around.
You two can head in first, and I'll wait outside in case he runs for it.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, so as you head inside, a few familiar faces actually. You remember the bartender, human male, older, setting up, mixing some drinks and serving some food. And one very familiar face. Actually, two. Sorry. You see Damocles sitting at a
Hey.
table, and Junior's favorite love advice manager, Armand, sitting at a table together.
It's the L'Oreal guy.
God, I remember that. Oh God, him and his holy
For
water.
some,
Holy
do we
fudge.
see Celeste?
You do not.
Oh, Captain, do you think
Oh.
we should enlist their help?
I think we should talk to Armand. That guy was pretty helpful.
Mm-hmm. That,
And maybe Damocles too, actually.
they seem like the types who'd help us, since they seem very. They like beating up people.
Yeah, I mean, they don't gain anything from serial killer.
Yeah, we approach them.
All right. As you start walking up,
I am covering my face
okay.
because Celeste knows what I look like.
All right. As Kabda walks up, along with Junia, just stealth mode. The Avatar version of stealth mode. Hold up.
Hey,
cloth.
Hey, Armand, I have a few questions for you, bud.
Oh shit. Pleasure to see you too. How's been life?
That's been pretty good, you know. Some crazy stuff happened, almost died, the normal thing.
Oh,
Made
the
some
war.
money.
The war's
Yeah,
been
the
doing
war's
that.
pretty wild, huh?
Yeah. I've been.
What's your view on all that?
Money's money. I've been taking on a few jobs. I don't mind it.
One sec.
What'd you say?
One second, my table is being.
Okay.
Be right back just a second.
Well, yeah, so you been good and everything?
Yes. Having fun. Same thing. Me and Damocles, we've been working together.
Oh, you guys are buddies. Didn't know that.
Yes. We've worked together a few times before, but this time it's not permanent, but long term.
I see. Well, we're actually in town with the Hunters Guild right now, and we're trying to catch that serial killer guy.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah, and I actually wanted to ask you for some help.
What do you
We're
need?
looking for a guy named Celeste. He's blonde, blacksmith, blue eyes. He has a lot of scars. He smells bad. Also, he has one eye only.
And do you think
You
he
seen
might
him?
be the murderer?
Yeah, or at least knows something about it. He escaped from his, I guess, house arrest recently, and has been up to some sketchy stuff.
Well, I haven't seen anyone that meets the face. But if I do see anyone, I can tell you.
Remember that we do
Yeah.
know that he is in this building.
They don't know that. Oh, ho, ho.
That too is we're actually following on behest of this mage who casted a find person or whatever that's called. I don't know. And he says the guy is in this building.
Oh, well, should. Then
So I was hoping you'd seen him.
we have not. At least no one that meets that description.
He's telling the truth?
Roll insight. He is lying.
Oh!
He rolled
All
an
right.
8.
I'm gonna kind of like puff the frills on the side of my face, and I'm gonna say, gonna ask you one more time. Have you seen this man? And where is he?
We have not seen him.
Our business is done then. And I'll turn to the others and I'll say, Armand's off.
We can't trust him. Let's go.
As you start exiting the bar, you see he
Yeah,
leans
well, not
over.
exiting, just walking away from Armand.
Okay. You see as he leans over and whispers to Damocles. And where do you go now? In the bar.
Hmm. You saw that, right, guys?
Everett's outside and Junior.
Yeah, I'm guarding the front. The cat's watching the back.
Oh. Oopsie, it's just me. I didn't know that. Okay.
And Junior
Then I
is
didn't whisper
there.
anything to anybody.
Junior's in stealth mode.
Yeah, so I didn't whisper anything to anybody then, and I'm just, okay.
Well, Junior's there, just in stealth mode. And by stealth mode, we
Well-
mean like holding a cloth up over her face.
Well, yeah, so I'm not talking to her then. Okay, I'll look around the room. Do I see anything else suspicious?
Or roll investigation. You just scan the room just to. Enough. Everything seems on the up and up.
Poopy. Okay.
I think a pirate bar would seem like on the up and up with a roll like that.
Yeah.
I'll go talk to the bartender.
All right. As you reach him, oh hello. Looks at you. You've been
Hi.
here before.
Yeah, I have.
It's been a while.
It has.
You remember this guy's fairly old.
Right.
He's aged.
So, Mister, I'm looking for somebody. It's on official authority, on behest of the Hunters Guild and also the local guard, the legal authority. And I'm looking for a man named Celeste. Blonde, scarred, blue-eyed, and some people around here are a bit reluctant to point me out where he is, even though I know that he is for a fact in this building. Can you help me out?
He says the name out loud to himself a few times. Celeste. I've heard the name before.
Celeste Zaney.
So- I can't remember. What does he look like?
Blonde, blue eyes, scarred, one eye, blacksmith.
Give him that advantage to remember. That's what he needed. Like, yes. I remember. He used to work for the Adventurers Guild and the Hunters Guilds years ago. He was part of a small group of people. They shit as he drops a glass. They mainly partook in larger contracts. I can't remember the group's name, but I remember fairly well that they were honorable. They did a lot of good work. But,
My guess is Damocles and Armand were in that group.
yes, actually, I think so.
Well, I mean, he's in this building, and I know this to be a fact. So where would I look for him if I knew he was in?
Yeah, well, we have the bed chambers upstairs, and that's about it.
Right.
We have a cellar, but only I can get down there, so.
Oh well, but we won't look there first then. And then, do I have permission to look upstairs?
He hands you a key. It's what you would suspect a master bedroom key.
Appreciate it, man. And I'll clap a gold on the desk.
I'll take it, but he also sends a younger boy with you, just to make sure you don't steal anything.
Hey there, pal.
Howdy.
My name's Captain. Nice to meet you. All right, let's go.
As you search every room, roll investigation once again. See if you get lucky.
I'm hoping.
19.
Oh.
So, as you search the rooms, you surprisingly do not find anyone. There are a few people in their rooms asleep. As you unlock the door, peek in, and but they are of different race than human.
I'm with the cops. Don't worry, you're good.
Popo, time 5-0, time to go. People just bolt. No. But you don't find anyone.
Can we just find one of those rooms that there's like a young kid reading a book, and then just bust the door down screaming FBI?
I just posted that meme in the general.
Everett, for you, a few things happen. While you all go upstairs, Everett, you see a human male, red hair, exit the building along with a man wearing full Uglon Empire armor, like full plate heavy armor, and a elven woman leave the building.
Uglum, red flag.
But that's about it.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Who's Zifa?
My cat. Sorry.
Oh,
I meant to change the thing. You know, as the icon is cat.
Alright.
yeah.
All of them are giving off magical auras, mainly magic items, except for the female elf, which gives off illusion magic.
Hmm.
I'm going to approach the elf and say, "Pardon me.
They look over
I'm
at
looking for someone who was hoping you could help me."
you, and in a female's voice, yes. Who?
I'm looking for this. I'm searching for the serial killer that's been around, and I've got a rough description of the prime suspect. As you know, give the regular description.
I've never seen them before. They are telling the truth. Or at least what you think is the truth. Or the unable to tell if it's truth. There you go.
Hard to read.
Hard to read. There you go. Fuck. I speak good English and know the good abbreviation. But you can't just tell. You just don't know.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. Before you do that, you see as the woman flicks her hand as counterspell is cast. And your spell does not go off. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Not a wisdom, a charisma, sorry.
Oh, damn it. Good at wisdom saves.
Oh, it's a 0.
You
Oh, no.
are terrified of this woman as you are unable to move. As you feel the fear of screaming enter your body as this lady just wraps her arm around you and just drags you along with her. Make a strength saving throw.
Can I
Sorry,
momentarily
wizard.
telepathically communicate to my cat to get them from upstairs?
Yes.
Like, I know it can't talk to them, but it could, like, try to get their attention.
Okay. Go ahead and make that straight. Oh no. No. Just drag.
Oh, bummer.
As you are too afraid to run. Gotta love their abilities, you know, as a conquest paladin.
Kitty, help!
Just like, help! Help me! Oh god!
Meow, help.
As
Kitty, get the dragon!
as the cat just runs as fast as it can.
Would I be finishing up upstairs at this point?
You'd be about halfway done.
I'm just imagining like sprinting down with, because dragging him, he's not voluntary, so they're slowed down dragging him regardless.
Oh yeah.
Running the fuck down and then just shooting the quote unquote female in the head.
Yeah. So as the cat would get to them, they would end up leaving you, Everett, just in an alleyway. As they move off. You're still terrified and unable to
Screaming, maybe?
move. As another 30 seconds pass, and at this point, Cobden Jr., you just see a cat just run up to you, go meow, meow.
Oh, hey, you're Everett's pet, huh?
Meow,
You okay?
meow,
Did you find the guy? And I'll
No.
go after the cat.
meow.
Like, how distraught does the cat look?
The cat looks as distraught as a cat can look. Ah, the cat looks normal. Meow.
I'll follow the cat anyway because I know it's the familiar.
Alright, the cat turns and just runs off. Everett, you're left in a alleyway.
Do I see which direction they went after they left me, at least?
Yes. But they turn a corner and then nothing. At this point, Cobden Jr., you could reach Everett as you see Everett just standing still, just staring at a wall.
What happened? What are you doing in this alley?
And at this point, the fear effect shall end.
There was this. Well, I'll give the description of the three who left. First of all,
Yes,
these three who left.
Cobden Jr.
Armand, Damocles, and the woman then?
Yeah, see, I didn't know that, but I had a feeling that's who it was.
Yes.
Yeah, they left with this Elvid woman who's definitely under illusion magic.
So
And I tried
disguise.
to dispel it. Yeah, I tried to dispel it, but she counterspelled me.
Which means
Alright.
I'll just explain how counterspell works real fast.
okay. So I also talked to the bartender, and I found out that the three of those guys used to be in a group in the Hunters Guild together, so they have reason to be, chums. So they may be accomplices. Which
I saw
sucks
them,
because
though,
they both saved
saw
our
them both
lives.
that way, but we're probably going to lose them.
So, wait, this is who and who are his accomplices?
Damocles, the guy who was on the boat with us, who looks like a Roman soldier. And then Armand, the guy who
The L'Oreal guy.
hunted the hobgoblins with us, the L'Oreal guy. He has one of the swords. One of the sentient
I
swords.
mean, if they were innocent, they wouldn't run.
They also wouldn't cast fear on someone working with the authorities. And lie to my face. Like, I went up to Armand and I was like, "You seen this guy?" And he was like, "No." And then I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "No." So, yeah, they lied. So, I think there's something going on. So we better go after him. You gonna be okay, Everett? You look kind of shaken.
I'm fine now. The effect of the spell is wearing off.
It wasn't a spell. That's what terrifies you the most. It was just them. Their presence was terrifying. You would remember a spell effect. It's far from a spell effect.
Like,
But regardless, I'm fine now. I've got some ideas of what to do next time. Well, let's see if we can catch up to them or track them
Yeah.
at any way.
Let's go find these jerks. Come on.
In Junior, with that survival, you don't pick up anything. There was no tracks to be found. It's like one of them's a ranger and has passed without trace.
Armand, probably.
Yeah.
Bugger. Well, at least now we
Does my cat smell anything?
sniff noise.
Make a perception check.
Bummer.
It has advantage on smelling, so that's a 21.
True.
Oh,
You smell lavender.
evil.
You smell lavender.
Why does everything smell like lavender in this?
I like lavender. And also, it would make sense for the NPCs. They prefer lavender because they hunt down the undead a lot.
Oh,
So
yeah.
don't want to sniff the undead. No, sniff that.
so
Do you mind if we take a short break so I can eat the food?
Yeah,
yeah,
we can.
I need to go eat as well.
Yeah.
So our
Yeah.
our options are chasing them down and potentially fighting them, which could be very risky, or just reporting them to the Hunters Guild for actually harboring a fugitive.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or both.
Because
So-
the Hunters Guild is a fairly law-abiding guild, and
Yeah.
Really depends.
Plus, I mean, I think it's worth bringing up.
no, I mean, I've done jobs for the Hunters Guild for how long, and at no point do they ever give jobs to kill innocent people.
It
Yeah, so we should go talk to them.
depends.
Yeah, and they. Wait, no, this is what you told me.
Yeah,
I-
it depends.
Details are shifting.
Well, no, for you, because you've never found anyone willing to kill innocent people. On the other side of the world, I will say, there's a drow that leads the Hunters Guild that is fucking shady. We'll do whatever. We'll do whatever. But that's also
Oh.
a growing fact among everyone. It's like, this guy can kill anyone. Alright.
Oh, scratch that memory of the Hunters Guild then.
Oh no, like most hunters won't do it, but he will. But no one's gonna say no to him because literally one of the leaders of the Hunters Guild. So no one.
Oh, so I'm gonna take a break then and eat some snack.
All right,
I'm gonna keep going
I need breakfast.
a 10-minute, 15-minute.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know that there's some kind of counterplay to counterspell.
Yeah. Okay, be right back.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom anyway.